Magandang umaga sa ating mga viewers at listeners. Year-end na po, no? Ito yung ating year-end special. Alam ko, nagre-ready na tayo sa bagong taon, no? Sa parating na 2024. So, atin hong pag-uusapan ng mga goal planning, success and wellness for a brand new year. Ngayong umaga po, makakasama natin si Migs Flores. Isa po siyang life coach, investment consultant at isang entrepreneur. At isa rin ho siyang kilalang inspirational speaker. Dahil parating nga po itong New Year, ilang oras na nga lang, no, 2024 na, ating pong aalamin kung paano ho natin maging confidently, no, ma-achieve natin ang ating mga goals at ang ating mga resolution nitong parating na taon. Magandang umaga, Migs.
Magandang umaga, Doc. And of course, sa lahat ng nakikinig, Happy New Year po. As early as now, advance Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, no? Oh, sa mga nakikinig nga pala, meron nagpapabati dito. Hi to Jeff Reyes, no? And, sino pa to? Loy Shuk and Yuki. Okay. Migs, no, sa tuwing sumasapit ang bagong taon, no, na napakauso nitong goals, no? Minsan nagsasabi tayo, ano ba yung mga New Year's resolution natin? No, para po sa kaalaman ng lahat. Pag sinabing resolution, ano ho bang ibig sabihin nitong New Year's resolution?
Okay, ang ganda nung tanong mo, Doc, no? Because we're talking about goals and we're talking about resolution. Simulan natin dun sa resolution. Yung resolution, ito yung mga gusto mong makamit. Okay? Ito yung, kaya siya tinawag na resolution kasi dapat gagawin mo siya. Ito'y isang commitment or isang pangako sa iyong sarili. Na every year, the moment na sinusulat mo yan, the goal is ma-checkan yan parang checklist. When we talk about goals naman, Doc, ang kailangan na iintindihan ng tao dito, this is not just words or statement. Okay? Maybe the reason kung bakit kasi maraming tao, no, hindi natutupad yung kanilang goals kasi hindi nila naiintindihan ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng isang goal. At bakit ba ito ginagawa? So allow me to share this, Doc, to our listeners and to our viewers. Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng goals, no? Dapat, if there's one thing that we always say, goals must always be a medium towards your vision. Ibig sabihin, maraming tao po kasi, no, nag-iisip sila, nagsusulat sila at maybe they're promising something for themselves as a goal, pero wala silang clear vision. So anong nangyayari? Ang nangyayari usually po sa mga tao, they are copying goals. Kung ano lang yung goal na makita nila sa Facebook, makita sa YouTube, sa kanilang mga idol, or maybe sa kanilang pamilya, yun yung kinokopya nila. So it's externally driven. So yun po, isa po sa mga cause yun kung bakit pumapalpak or nagkakaroon ng failure in terms of achieving goals, because why will I be excited? Bakit po ako ma-excite sa isang goal na hindi naman akin?
So, parang generic.
Opo. Bakit naman ako ma-excite sa isang goal na ibang tao ang may gusto? Or goal na dahil ayoko lang meron lang akong fear of missing out sa aking barkada, sa aking mga idol. So, wala siyang personal responsibility doon sa kanyang mga goals. So, lagi nating sinasabi, ang definition ng goal ay ito yung mga dapat i-check or para siyang checklist na dapat makaka-hit or makaka-achieve towards their personal vision. Kung ano yung pinaka-grandest vision nila sa kanilang buhay. At yung resolution, ito naman yung kanilang pangako sa kanilang sarili para tuparin itong mga goals na ito.
So, dapat talaga, kumbaga, kailangan siguro muna i-assess, no? Like kung ano yung kakulangan mo as a person, ano talaga yung mga kailangan at gusto mo. Hindi parang ipa-pattern. Kasi di ba, minsan, tama ka nga naman, di ba? Ay, ang goals dapat ganito, ganyan. Kasi yun yung parang, well, karamihan yon. But of course, individual ang needs natin, individual ang wants, individual din ang ating, of course, mga gustong makamit sa buhay. Okay, yung pagsaset ba ng goals na yan at resolutions, nakakatulong ba talaga to sa tao, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Doc, honestly, no, sabi nga, biblically, allow me to say, sabi sa Proverbs, without a clear vision, people perish. Ibig sabihin, hindi man sila namamatay physically, pero emotionally, mentally, even spiritually, namamatay yung isang tao. Sabi nga ng isang brand, no, para saan ka bumabangon or para kanino ka bumabangon. At yan yung purpose ng goal dapat. Kapag yung isang goal ay meron kang taya, ito yung talagang gusto mo. Ito yung talagang tingin mo, nakikita mo para sa iyong sarili. Can you imagine every single morning hindi mo kailangan ng alarm? Kasi ako, nangyari ito sa aking buhay, Doc, no? Dahil alam ko itong mga goal na ito, sobrang na-excite ako. Hindi ko kailangan ng alarm every single morning. Ako mismo tatayo. Hindi ako tatamarin. Ma-avoid niya yung tinatawag natin na procrastination. Kasi excited ako to hit that goal. Every single evening, hindi, alam ko rin sa sarili ko na hindi ko sasayangin yung gabi para matulog. Hindi ako magpapakapuyat. Doing scrolling or doing maybe mobile games because alam ko kailangan ko mag-recharge because tomorrow I am about to hit my goals again. So ganun po yung level of excitement na ibinibigay ng goals. Ang mas maganda doon, the universal law, Doc, no, na laging sinasabi is kapag ikaw ay nagtanim, meron kang aanihin. Ibig sabihin, kapag meron akong goal and I'm excited to work on it every single day, for sure one day, meron akong pwedeng harvest na anihin. Kaya po siya nakakatulong talaga.
Now, I remember someone told me na dapat you should never lose sight of your goal. Like,
Opo.
you know, people and circumstances, parang nangyayari yan. Diba, kumbaga, it's like a train. The passenger, iisa yung pupuntahan mo. I mean, there's kumbaga, meron kang destination. And yung mga pangyayari sa buhay, such as, of course, people, parang they ride the train and then they get off the train, but your goal should still be, you know,
yes, Doc.
kumbaga, nakafocus pa rin on that.
Opo. More than the destination, ma'am. Ang lagi ko po sinasabi sa mga tao, more than the result. Siyempre, maraming tao ang goal nila yumaman, for example. More than yung pagyaman. Or
maging
yung
happy, ganun.
or some people, yan po actually yung point ko, ma'am, no? More than some people, ang goal nila is kunwari mga OFWs natin na mga kaibigan, no? Ang goal nila makauwi na ng ano. So it's there is a specific destination. Pero more than the destination itself, it's the excitement, the joy and the happiness that comes every day. Yun po yung gusto kong makuha rin ng tao whenever we're talking about personal goals. Hindi lang siya dahil meron akong gustong makuha at inaasam na resulta. It's that excitement, it's that joy, it's that happiness, and above all, it's that peace of mind doing that goal. A lot of people po, ito napansin ko at sobrang nalulungkot ako. Kapag nawala po yung goal ng isang tao, maybe nakikita nyo po ito sa mga central business district. Some people there or maybe many people there po ay naglalakad na sometimes parang lifeless. Ano yung lifeless? Just in the middle of a routine.
Yeah.
Papasok, kasi ito na yung nakasanayan, uuwi,
Parang robot.
parang robot po, sometimes parang zombie, at nakakalungkot kasi pag tinignan mo yung mata nila, paminsan wala ng buhay. Because the goals have been taken out, or the excitement of achieving those goals have been taken out of them. Ano po yung opposite? The opposite is, dahil meron tayong inaasam, kasi that goal and yung pag-aasam sa goal po, it sparks belief. Ang opposite niya, it doesn't spark belief anymore. And if there's no belief, there's no hope, yun po yung nagsisimula na yung tao becoming numb, becoming passive, nawawalan na ng soul to pursue with life.
Parang may anhedonia.
Opo, no? Versus yung kabila, na meron kang nilulook forward to every single day, nagsaspark ka ng hope, nagsaspark ka ng belief, and you're more excited to see the good things in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi parang, di ba, like, I mean, I've seen also some people na parang there's loss of aura, kumbaga, no?
Yeah.
Parang like, they're doing the routine, they're not happy doing the routine, they're just doing it because it's routine or it's needed for survival.
Yes, Doc.
But it doesn't make them happy.
Yeah.
Kaya di ba minsan at a certain age, I think there are some, even in career, na nag-shift ng career or nag-change ng career because they're looking for something which, of course, you know, makes them happier.
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Napakaganda nitong topic na to, no? So, magbabalik tayo ulit, no? Pag-uusapan pa rin natin, ano ba yung mga naman this time, ano yung kaya yung mga tamang paraan para maset naman ang goals natin sa buhay after ng maiksing paalala. Favorite at napakagandang co-host, actually,
Dapat
mentor
lang.
ko, no?
Biglang ganun. Hi,
Si
Doc.
Miss Karen Oyong.
Sorry, I'm late. Nakakapagod pala, Doc, mag-prepare for New Year. Nakaka-stress. Lalo na pag mag-isa ka. Oh,
naku, malungkot ba ang New Year?
Hindi naman, nakakapagod kasi ikaw lahat gumagawa. Ikaw yung mamamalengke, ikaw lahat naglilinis, naghahanda,
Baka kasali sa
namimili.
goal mo, magkaroon ka ng kasama sa buhay.
Pwede rin. Ano, Sir Migs? Pwede rin.
Pwede.
Lagay natin sa
Basta gusto mo.
2024 goals.
2024 goals.
Ayan.
Dapat meron na akong katuwang, tama yung Tagalog.
Katuwang.
Katuwang
Oo.
sa buhay.
Pero kasi masarap din naman na sometimes, ngayon lang naman to, di ba? Pero sometimes I feel happy din naman na independent ako. I can do a lot of things on my own. I feel very strong and fulfilled. So, siguro bonus na lang siguro ang
Single blessedness. ang
Oo,
tawag nila.
pagkakaroon ng partner. Ayan. O, sige, very interesting pala ang topic. Nakikinig ako sa inyo
of course,
kanina. Oo.
sabi mo, napaka-positive.
Correct. Ayan. So, sige po. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. Kanina na pag-usapan yung mga goals and resolutions, no? Now, maari mo, ano kaya, anong maganda? Siguro ganito. Ano kaya ang magandang paraan, no?
Yeah.
Para gumawa, no? Or mag-set ng goals and resolutions?
Okay. Ano siya, Doc? I wouldn't say that there's a right or wrong way. May tama or mali. Kasi iba-iba naman yung way ng pag-set natin ng goals. Pero personally, what I would say, number one is, it has to be yours. A lot of people, no, maybe narinig nyo na po in the past, tinuturuan tayo ng mga strategy to set goals. And isa sa mga napansin ko nakakaligtaan, Doc and Ma'am Karen, whenever we set goals is, sa'yo ba muna yung goal to begin with?
Oh, okay.
So for example po, no, pamilya. 'Di ba? Ito lalo na ngayon reunion, 'di ba? Reunion. Oh, syempre yung mga pamilya, ikaw, ano nang plano mo? Ano nang gagawin mo? So sometimes, not generally, but there are certain families or during reunion na naipapasa yung goal. So, for example, yung tao naman, paminsan naglilista siya ng goal na hindi naman kanya, just to please people around them.
Okay.
So, bakit ko kailangan sabihin na yung goal has to be yours? Because sometimes the cause of anxiety, sometimes even the cause of depression, Ma'am and Doc, no, is because you're living your life not yours, but you're living your life to the fulfillment of other people's lives.
Parang maraming makaka-relate niyan.
Yes.
Sa mga
Opo.
nanonood at
Actually,
nakikinig.
So, kailangan po, the very first step po is yung goal dapat sa'yo.
Gusto ko yung sinabi niya, no? You're
Yeah.
living your life according to what, di ba, others. Kaya dapat, no, even in decision making, ako personally, no, I don't listen, well, matigas ang ulo ko. I don't
Stubborn
listen
ba?
much to what, kung yun. So, well, parang nakikinig ka. But ultimately, yung decision mo in life should always be sa'yo. Kasi
Yeah.
kung ako ang stand ko yun, no? Kasi kung ano ko yun, kumbaga what do you call this, susundin ko yung sa iba. In the end, kung pumalya, alam mo yon,
Accountability.
Oo, di ba?
Oo.
Sinisisihin ko sila, hindi. Ako na magsasuffer Might as well kung palya yan or kung ano man, at least sa
Mapapanindigan
akin
mo.
yun.
Yeah.
Yes. Pero kasi, it's the culture, no, Sir Migs
Yes.
and Doc Ruby. Sometimes, families talaga, very close-knit tayo. Kunyari, ang isang pamilya na puro abogado. Gusto nila na yung anak nila magiging abogado din. Isang pamilya na puro doktor. Gusto nila puro doktor din yung anak, whether it be ENT ka man, surgeon, neurologist, basta doktor, di ba? Basta medicine. So, paminsan yung pressure nararamdaman din ng
Yes.
mga kids, ano? And paminsan yung parents ay pinupush din sa mga kids directly o indirectly, di ba, Sir Migs, Doc
Yeah.
Ruby?
Not that, of course, meron tayong mga incidents na ganyan. Not that the parents are bad people.
Yes.
Of course, we're not
But
saying
maybe
that.
because sometimes lang din, syempre yung kanilang pananaw, especially on other professions, is, of course, they want the best for their children. Pero sometimes yung pananaw nung panahon nila,
Nag-iiba eh. Oo.
nag-iba na yung profession, pero yung pananaw nila, uy, kapag ganito yung ginawa mo, walang pera dyan.
Yes.
And of course, since sino ba namang magulang yung gusto na maghirap yung anak? Wala namang taong ganon. So, they will communicate it with the intention of protection, but communicate it sometimes causing pressure rather than excitement. Which brings me, Ma'am and Doc, to my second point. The second, for me, no, right way of setting goals is it must cause excitement than pressure.
Oh.
Anong example nito naman? Yung
Paano
mga
ba yan, Sir Migs?
Gen Z natin, ma'am, na listeners or mga millennials, no? Kasi yung mga kaibigan ko meron ng kotse, so dapat may kotse
Ako
ako.
din, meron.
I-goal ko magkotse. So, can you imagine kung first 2 months, January, February, na pressure ka, kaya maraming tao man bumibitaw sa goal eh. Kasi instead na ma-excite sila, na-pressure sila.
Ang hirap kasi
Nahihirapan
abutin.
na.
Yes.
Oo.
So, for example, ito, nakita ko joke sa Facebook, no? Mga bawal daw na sabihin kapag New Year reunion, no?
Okay.
Or Christmas reunion, no? Pag-usapan yung weight.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Timbang. Oo.
Timbang. So, for example, yung timbang. Ginol mo siya kasi kung ano-ano yung mga side comment na narinig mo ng New Year. So, here you are, excited about the New Year, but spending your first month and second month pressured because you set a goal dahil meron kang naririnig na mga side comment. So, for 2 months, you tried it and nagkaroon ng challenge, for example, no? Dahil nagkaroon ng challenge, dahil hindi naman ito nagpa-excite sa'yo, nagpa-pressure lang sa'yo, di bitawan mo na siya. Ayoko nang gawin to kasi bala na kayo. Because it doesn't excite you. So, second point here for me is it has to excite you because that's the point of goal setting. Ma-excite ka araw-araw, gumising sa umaga. No, sometimes hindi ka papatutulugin ng goal mo because of your excitement instead of pressuring you. Yeah.
Parang din. Ang galing, di ba? Okay. So, yung mga unrealistic goals din pala, Sir Mig, sa Doc Ruby, marami din tayong siniset for ourselves. Tapos, tayo rin yung nag-fail. At the end of the day, bago pa magsimula yung taon, we feel defeated na.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. Negative na agad.
Yes. So, and last but not the least is, ito naman is hindi na siya paano i-set yung goal, kundi paano i-achieve yung goal. Isa lang naman, if I'm gonna be truly honest to all listeners, to all viewers, isa lang naman yung way talaga to achieve your goal eh. Which is, you keep what you said you will do.
Yun na.
And yan yung pinakamahirap, I would say.
Yes.
Kasi, ito lang ha, kung for example, yung word na integrity, sobrang bigat niyan, sobrang powerful din yan. And ito, honestly, yung word na integrity, kung mapapanindigan lang natin every single year, hindi mo na kailangan mag-isip ng any creative strategy. Pag sinabi kong, for example, pag sinabi kong mag-iipon ako ng pera, magbabudget ako, hindi siya magbabudget ako except pag birthday ng anak ko. Hindi siya ganun. Hindi siya conditional. Hindi siya magbabudget ako except kapag birthday ko kasi minsan lang naman, once a year lang. Naubos din yung budget, no?
May exception.
May exception. So, if it's not a conditional integrity, it's not a selective integrity, but because I said so, I will do it,
Yes.
matutupad po lahat ng goals. Yeah.
Para consistent.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero napakahirap nun ha. Kahit yung the word integrity itself,
Yes,
no? Parang,
mabigat
Opo,
nga.
mabigat
Naku,
yun.
mabigat
Yeah.
talaga siya. People are bound to mag-backslide.
Siyempre, tao lang naman, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila. Pero yun nga ang gusto rin naman natin kasing malaman, Sir Migs. That's why we invited you is paano ba natin ma-change yung mindset natin about goals and about resolutions? Dahil a lot of us are thinking na it's sobrang hirap.
Yeah.
Sobrang kumbaga, yung iba nga sabi nila impossible na. Hindi na sila nagsiset ng goals. Bahala na kung anong dalhin ng bagong taon. Haharapin ko na lang yan. Go with the flow. Ganun na lang yung mga tao, di ba? Pero is that the correct mindset? And if it's not, how do we change that?
Ang ganda nung tanong mo, ma'am, no? Kasi there has to be a perfect balance. Dapat po kasi may balanse tayo pagdating dyan. When I say balanse, I would say, no, lagi ko pong sinasabi, I will be very strict with my daily routine, but I will go with the flow with the result. Kasi po yung outcome, for example, career, big break pagdating sa career. Hindi naman po talaga natin malalaman or masasabi kailan darating yan.
Yeah.
Hindi naman po natin kaya. There are people na kahit anong gawin nila, yung big break hindi darating. There will be people na parang may mga kilala tayo, parang wala naman siya masyadong ginagawa, pero bakit may big break siya? So yung outcome po at resulta, hindi natin alam kailan darating. Pero ang pwede nating kontrolin araw-araw ay yung daily habit natin at daily routine. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Isa lang po yung paniniwala ko, biblically po, allow me to say, if you sow something, you will reap something. What you sow is what you reap. there will always be an expectation of harvest to the people that sow.
Yeah.
But there will never be an expectation of harvest to the people that do not sow. Kung wala kang tinanim, huwag kang mag-expect ng bunga 2024, 2025, 2026.
Yes.
Pero sure po ako, kung nagtanim ka ng 2023 kahit na gano'n man kahirap yung taon, meron kang pwedeng asahan in 2024. We don't know when, we don't know how, kasi siya po yung nakakaalam. Pero sure ka, dahil nagtanim ka, meron kang pwedeng anihin. So that's number 1 po, no? But ito po yung for me number 2, most powerful. I would always say po, it's never about action alone, but it's always about pananaw or pagtingin sa sarili. Everything starts with self-image. Yung ang ganda po nung sinabi mo If ang pananaw ko sa sarili ko talunan. If the way I think about myself is defeated, how can I expect that next year will be victorious? And a lot of people po don't see that. Nagsiset sila ng goal, pero habang sinusulat nila yung goal, hindi naman sila naniniwala. Parang siyang wish kay Santa Claus, 'di ba? Na wini-wish ko to, pero
alam mong hindi bababa sa
parang hindi naman mangyayari yan So ang lagi ko pong tanong, why even put up a goal that you don't even believe yourself to begin with? So everything starts with pananaw or pagtingin sa sarili.
Be your own cheerleader dapat.
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang yung mindset, no?
Especially during the time, ito po sana po marinig ng maraming listeners to, especially during the time when you're alone in your own bedroom. Kasi po yung bedroom natin, 'di ba? Siya yung nakakaalam ng lahat ng sikreto lahat ng challenge, lahat ng problema. During those toughest moment, can you cheer for you? Kasi madaling maging grateful kapag may blessing Madaling maging grateful when you're winning. But when you perceive it that you're not winning, when things don't go your way, can you cheer and believe that it will happen? And ito po sana sa 2024 marinig po ng maraming tao. Kapag kaya mong gawin yon, maniwala or manampalataya, whatever you want to call it, during your toughest moments, yun po yung feeling kong magpapahit ng goal mo sa 2024. Because sabi nga po nila, if ako yung lumikha, for example lang, no? Kung lang po, hindi ko kiniklaim, no? Kung ako yung lumikha at ikaw yung nilikha, and I want you to be tough, will I spoil you? Or will I give you situations that are seemingly tough but will make you a tougher person?
Yeah.
If I want you to be stronger, or if I want you to have compassion for people, will I spoil you and make you entitled, privileged brat? Or will I put you in situations that maybe will break your heart so that you can look at others and be compassionate to them? So, kung ganun lang din yung sitwasyon, then maybe lahat ng tough situation natin is a preparation to achieve our goals for 2024. So, maybe for the next 6 hours ng ating New Year, it's a time to reflect na maybe lahat ng mga tough situation is a preparation para ma-excite tayo come tomorrow na this year will be a year of breakthrough, or this year will be a year of hitting our goals because we're prepared with 2023.
Or a year for healing for those who have been hurt.
For those,
and who were
Self-discovery.
suffering, diba? So something positive. So mindset nga, we have to start within ourselves, no? Tama, Doc, Druby, and Sir Migs.
A bit difficult, but
very
applicable at kailangan gawin ng karamihan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayun. Okay, at mukhang marami rin po ang nai-inspire sa mga sinishare ni Sir Migs. Sabi ni Louie Marquez, mentor ko yan. Kilala mo ba to?
Yes, Buti.
At si Norwin R. Flores, sabi niya, nice! Tapos may 3 siyang heart. Heart.
K-pop na K-pop yan. Anyhow, mag-break muna ulit tayo, ha?
Okay.
Miss Kay and Sir Migs, no? Patuloy pa rin po natin pag-uusapan, ang itong mga goals and resolution mo, Doc. Kasama ko pa rin po si Miss Karen O. Young at si Sir Migs, ang ating pang inspirational speaker and life coach. Okay, kanina na pinag-usapan natin yung mindset, di ba? Parang talaga mahirap naman talaga yun. No? Dapat kung iisipin, no, kailangan talagang ma-program natin ang sarili na magkaroon ng tamang mindset. Ano kayang maisa-suggest mo para ma-promote yung tamang mindset sa mga ganitong sitwasyon wherein we have to set resolutions and goals for the next year?
Thank you, Doc. No? For number 1 is what we call awareness. Kamalayan. Kasi, bakit po siya importante to have an awareness? Because most people, hindi po no, maraming tao, hindi naman po nila alam that, kunwari, they're self-destructing. Meron silang mga behavior na that's blocking them from their goals. Most people are living life on the basis of what they learn. Kung ano po yung natutunan lang nila, nakagisnan, nakalakihan. So, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin, for example, as a life coach, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin mali ka. Ito yung pet peeve ko, no, na ako mismo guilty ako dito in the past. No, 'di ba? Syempre napakaraming motivational speaker, Doc, na nagsasabi na kapag mahirap ka pa rin, kasalanan mo 'yan. Ngayon po, lagi ko sinasabi, paano magiging kasalanan ng isang tao kung hindi niya naman alam? You don't know what you don't know. So how can you change something you don't know? So I have to start it with awareness. Kasi maybe yung isang tao, for example, na gustong yumaman pero hindi pa rin yumayaman, yun yung environment na kinalakihan niya. At hindi niya naman alam any other environment outside dun sa mundong kinagisnan niya. So the very first thing is, we cannot blame them. Hindi natin sila pwedeng sisihin. Pero number 2, magkaroon tayo ng tinatawag na awareness or kamalayan na merong mas desirable na mundo outside of that. Or merong mas magandang future outside of that. So, it has to start with awareness na merong mas maganda. No? Bakit? Number 2, kapag nakita mo na kasi yung mas maganda. So, for example, ito yung example ko dyan, no? Sanay ka maybe, kunwari, galing kang probinsya, pumunta ka ng Maynila, sanay kang mag-bus 9 hours. And then, nakatikim ka na ng eroplano na 45 minutes lang or 30 minutes. Nagkaroon ka na ng kamalayan na, uy, bakit ito 45 minutes lang, hindi pa sumasakit yung likod ko kasi hindi ko kailangan bumiyahing 9 hours. Then, magkakaroon ka na ng tinatawag na gap. Kasi meron ka nang nakitang mas maganda at ito yung realidad ng buhay mo. So, that's the second thing. To understand na dahil may nakita ka ng mas maganda, then the second awareness here is ano yung dapat kong gawin para lagi ko nang ma-experience yung mas maganda. So, doon po magsisimula yung mindset shift na meron akong pwedeng gawin. Ano yung opposite po nito? Ang opposite nito kasi, Doc, is wala nang pwedeng mangyari sa buhay ko. Forever na akong stuck. Or ito yung, ang tawag natin dyan, yung victim mentality. Lagi na lang the world is against me. Lagi na lang ako yung kawawa. And it will never make you achieve your goals. That's why the second part here is meron akong pwedeng gawin. And third is, of course, after ko malaman na meron akong pwedeng gawin, is magkaroon ako ng tinatawag na personal assessment or personal development. Bakit personal assessment? Kasi kami, no, ito yung what I want a lot of people po to get. Kahit kaming mga speaker, for example, we cannot change your life.
Yeah.
Kahit anong sabihin namin, hindi namin kayang baguhin yung buhay mo. Ang kayang makapagpabago ng buhay mo, ikaw. The only person I can teach, ang only na tao kaya kong turuan, sarili ko. Ang tanging taong kaya kong mentoran, sarili ko. Ang tanging taong kaya ko i-coach, sarili ko. So, shout out, no? Wag na po kayong lumapit sa akin kung gusto nyong baguhin yung buhay nyo kasi hindi ko kayang baguhin yan. Ano? Hindi ako Panginoon. Ang kaya makapagpabago niyan, kayo lang. Ang pwede naming i-share maybe is to give you, ito po, yung ginagawa natin, education, awareness, clarity, para maybe magising yung tao. Pero ang tanging taong a-action, sabi nga no, na kung narinig nyo na po yung the law of attraction, the law of attraction is dependent on the last 6 letters, which is action. Kahit anong law of attraction, kahit anong meditate natin, kung hindi tayo kikilos, personally, walang mangyayari. So, ang tangi pong tao, the third step, ang tanging tao makakapagpabago ng buhay is yung sarili. At doon po, I guess, magsisimula yung mindset shift. Kasi kung lagi na lang kasalanan ng ibang tao, never magbabago. Pero kapag I take full responsibility, I take charge of my life, that's the starting point of having a mindset shift para matupad yung goals.
Maganda rin pala, i-add ko lang, Sir Migs and Doc Ruby, yung sinasabi ng mga magulang natin, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. So, yun yung pangalawa mo, yung action. Diba?
Yes po.
So, wag natin kalilimutan na pwede tayong mag-set ng goals, mag-wish, mag-dream, pero kailangan
Kilos-kilos din. Galaw-galaw
gagawa tayo,
din.
action tayo. Ayan.
Oo. Kasi di ba yung iba parang nauuso itong manifesting, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi hintayin mo na lang,
tapos
walang
parang,
gagawin.
Di ba parang there's a book like The Secret, right?
Yeah.
Na parang you just have to visualize. Of course, kailangan, pwede naman yun di ba? Pero kailangan may konting kilos.
Tama po yun, no? Yung visualization. And for me, the purest form of visualization must cause you to take action.
Yun.
Or else it's a dream. Ang lagi ko pong sinasabi, ano ba yung dream mo? Is it a dream when you're sleeping or a dream when you're alive? Sa Tagalog, isa ba yung panaginip o isa ba yung pangarap? Ano po yung
Magkaiba.
difference ng isang panaginip at isang pangarap? Yung pangarap, it causes you to be excited to take action. So, yun po talaga yung, I guess, starting point ng visualization. And last but not the least, for me, yung goals must be vision-driven rather than specific-driven. Ano po yung vision-driven? Something na nakikita. Ano po yung specific? Dapat, kunwari, no? Dapat I have my first million at age 25. Lagi ko pong naririnig na goal yan.
Wow, specific nga.
Oo nga.
For me,
Pera talaga.
sometimes it's causing you, it's unnecessary pressure for me. Number two, it's something outside of your control.
Yeah.
No, what if, for example, ang gusto pala ng Panginoon sa'yo, 5 million.
Lilimit mo yung sarili
Lilimit
mo
mo sa
1
1M. In the same way, what if yung plano ng Panginoon, iba? And here you are, nagpaka-spoiled ka, for example, spoiled brat, na dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. And for example, in the workplace, ito, yung marami sa atin nagtatrabaho, ilang conflict na ba ang nabuo sa workplace? Or ilang toxicity na ba sa mga corporations, for example, ang nabuo dahil meron tayong mga unrealistic goals and we push people, pressure people, and even force people to achieve it.
Naku, parang marami sa sales yan.
Opo, di ba?
Yeah.
And
Mga sales
I belong in
target.
sales. I belong in sales. So, personally sa mga tao ko, this is my profession po, no? Pero personally, meron akong negosyo at yun yung pinaka-practice ko para at least meron, ito po, passion ko to So, in my business, which is a sales organization, ma'am, never ko silang binigyan ng specific, dapat mag 5 million ka. Kasi gets ko na yun paano, di ba, paano kung iba pala yung strategy? Paano kung iba pala yung way? Sometimes it's causing unnecessary pressure to the environment just because we force things that are outside of our control.
Tama-tama yan. Kasi,
So, ayun po.
Sir Migs, may si Roldan Ancaha, sabi niyo, when can you say that a goal is realistic or ambitious enough? So, paminsan kasi hindi rin natin, there's a gray line, di ba, na paano ba to? Masyado bang, kumbaga, out of this world itong goals ko? So, parang ganun din, yung sinasabi mo na paminsan unrealistic, which is causing so much pressure na.
Yeah.
Not just on yourself, but also the people around you.
Pero parang ikaw din mismo naman, ma-assess mo if it's realistic or not, di ba? Kasi,
And alam nyo rin po, if it's not really a goal Some
Yeah.
people are setting, yung
Hindi,
sobrang
pangarap ng
babang
iba.
goals na dapat hindi mo na ginagol yan kasi alam mo namang mahihit mo yan
mahihit.
For what, di ba?
Oo, yeah.
Some people naman, sobrang taas
naman.
Alam, sabi nila, if you shoot for the moon, at least you fall to the stars. Pero, you know intuitively which goals to hit.
Yeah. Tsaka pag medyo imposible, minsan alam mo rin naman talagang, you're just pressuring yourself.
Yes.
And then it's not healthy mentally.
Ayan. So, meron ka pa po bang tips, Sir Migs, for mind setting, on setting goals? So, you've mentioned already 3, ano?
Last po, no, is sabi ko nga, ito rin po yung nabanggit ko kanina, it's really just, ang focus ko po kasi lagi is all on character development. I-define ko lang briefly kasi medyo malalim yun eh. Yung character development, ito po yung mga qualities ng tao or character ng tao. Bakit po ako nakafocus doon lagi? Kasi doon pantay-pantay ang tao. Mayaman ka, mahirap ka, pare-pareho lang yung pagiging responsable. Pare-pareho lang tayong may disiplina, pare-pareho lang tayong may integridad, no? Yung mayamang tao, tanggalin mo yung responsibility sa kanya, maghihirap siya. Yung mahirap na tao, lagyan mo ng responsibility, yayaman siya. Hindi nakabase sa pinag-aralan, hindi nakabase sa kung saan ka galing, pantay-pantay po tayo, no? So, bakit po character development? Kasi, ito yung nakita ko. Especially, ito po, no, may mga nanonood sa atin na millennial or Gen Z, for example. Sometimes habit natin yung, especially pag January, no? Talagang very excited, no? Promise ko talaga, this is my year. Gaganyan na yan, no? Magpo-post pa yan ng Instagram, selfie, tapos may quotable quote na walang relate dun sa picture, di ba? So, usually ganyan. Pero dahil tinanggal mo yung character sa equation, dun ka lang sa ambition, at dun ka lang sa goal setting, hindi siya nagiging sustainable. Many people hit their goals on the basis of their emotions. Na hype. Diba? So, ito na, diba? Every January, yan ang pinakamalakas na gym membership. Diba?
Fitness goals,
Opo.
2024.
Balik Alindog program.
No? Ito na yung budget planning. Pinakamalakas yan every January.
Ipon challenge.
The question is, when the emotional hype is gone?
Will you still have the drive and
when
the
you're
motivation?
all alone. Pag alam mo nang tapos na yung holiday season, will you still continue to plod on? At yun po yung nakita ko. Personally, I would say na hindi ko na I cannot consider any bad year anymore for the past 7 years of my life. Not because walang challenges. Hindi po ganon. But because maybe masyado nang nagbago yung aking pananaw sa buhay. That even when the times are tough, I continue to plod on with my goals. So I continue to hit them. In the same way, when the goals are not my way, I just understand that maybe he has another way. So, kapag ganun po kasi yung mindset ng isang tao, hindi, ang pansinin nyo, every year na lang, laging November pa lang, kunyari ngayon, no? 2024, please be good to me. Ganyan, di ba? Parang sabi ng 2024, sabi ng 2024, bakit kasalanan ko, no? Every year na lang ganyan. 2023 may be, meron pa isa, no? Let's just admit that 2023 destroyed us. May mga ganyan. Here's the truth. Maybe because again, balik tayo sa character, balik tayo sa pananaw sa sarili. Dahil yun yung nakikita mo, kaya yun din yung nakikita mo sa labas. Sabi nga, if you're thinking constantly of a red car, at pumunta ka ng EDSA, you will always see a red car. So if you're thinking about your problems and challenges in life, that's what you will always see. So if you're starting from that position in 2024, how can you expect hitting your goals if you're always looking at all the circumstances na problema? Versus if you're constantly thinking everything that I'm doing in my life, everything that's happening in my life po, is towards my vision, is towards my calling, or whatever you want to call it, then that's what you will always see in life. Then there will never be a bad year because you will always see things differently. Ayun po.
Okay. Miss Karen, no?
May ihabol lang natin to Doc Ruby, tanong kay Sir Migs. Another one, si Sir Roldan Ancahas talaga mukhang interested siya. Maganda Sir Roldan na i-search mo si Sir Migs Flores.
Follow
after
mo na
this
din.
at follow mo na siya sa SOCMED platforms niya kasi marami rin siyang trainings and motivational talks no, na ibibigay next year. Sabi niya, what's the good and bad side of sharing your goals and aspirations? And to whom should I be sharing it with? Should I announce my goals and aspirations on IG? Ay, mga ganun.
Okay. I love it, no? I would say, so meron akong personal preference, no?
Okay.
I would say that there are people na nagwo-work sa kanila yon. Ang mindset nila or ang thinking nila is kapag shinare ko yung goal ko, kailangan ko na siyang panindigan kasi na-share ko na, mas mayabang ako. So, dahil yung yabang ko, kailangan ko ng panindigan, therefore, i-hit ko. Yet, it works for some people. But, ang personal preference ko po is, I don't share my goals.
Keep it to yourself.
Kasi ako, number one is, many people po share their goals kasi for that reason, magyabang. Naiyabang na nila. So, wala na siyang drive to do it. Naiyabang mo na eh.
Na-post mo na po eh.
Opo.
Nakita na eh.
Tapos
Kumbaga,
na eh.
I don't know, Doc, ikaw po makakasagot nito, no? Pero in psychology, parang meron siyang na-release na agad yung chemical that makes you feel good.
Oh.
So, if it already released the chemical that makes you feel good,
The happy hormones.
the happy hormones or the yabang hormones, I don't know, wala ka ng drive to pursue it. So, ang sagot ko po directly to that question is let your results speak rather than you.
Parang mas nga yun eh, mas masarap pa nga i-enjoy yun pag nakita nila yung results no after.
Actually, mas maganda kung sa'yo na lang. I think, no?
So, for example po,
pero personal preference talaga
Personal
yan, Sir
preference.
Mason.
meron po akong goal, no, early this year. Isa po sa mga goal ko, hindi nyo po na itatanong, is to have a radio guesting.
Talaga?
Ayun na.
Ito po, totoo to. Meron akong copy dito, no? To have a radio guesting. Sabi ko, isa yan sa mga gusto ko mangyari sa buhay ko. If I announced it, maybe magkaroon, pero if I announce it, maybe I wouldn't have the drive to go for it. But, ngayon po, kaya ko siya ngayon shinare kasi ngayon siya nangyari.
Ito ba yun?
So, this is not the first, but this is part of it.
Part of it. Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, it's an concrete example na hindi siya in-announced early on, pero nangyari siya and it's being announced on it. So, ngayon, yung happy hormones or whatever hormones, ngayon pa lang
Nagkikick in.
still
ngayon.
magkikick in. So, mas masarap po
Yeah.
to hit it that way.
You feel excited and happy and giddy and accomplished, di ba?
Yes.
All at the same time. At the moment. ATM. Ayun. So, si Roldan, bahala ka na po kung anong choice mo to share it or not. Pero ako ano man ng mga goals mo, Roldan, sana ay ma-hit mo yan. Yan.
May nagpapabati dito, Jeffrey Reyes, no?
Hi, Sir Jeffrey.
Hi, Sir Jeffrey Reyes.
Ayan. So, Doc, ano po ba yung mga, ito na lang ihabol natin kasi wala na tayo palang wala na tayong oras. So,
Inubos
Sir
natin
Migs,
lahat ng oras. Napakaganda kasi ng topic.
interesting kasi, social media, napakalaking bagay po nito ngayon. It's part of our lives every day. We check it, we're part of it, we post on it. Pero how do we not pressure ourselves when we see good things on social media like traveling, fashion, relationship, wow, ang perfect ng buhay nitong fina-follow ko na vlogger or itong social media celebrity personality.
Okay. Wala naman po kasing magpo-post ng problema nila di ba, mag-post ako ng Instagram, ang pangit ng buhay ko. Pangit, di ba?
Naka-depress.
So, I need people po to get that. Do not compare your real life to somebody else's reels. Facebook or Instagram reels.
Yes.
Because nobody, for example po, ito, aaminin ko na, in my social media, when I make a content, no, I make content, let's say, 30 to 45 minutes per week.
Okay.
So, ano pong point ko doon? Pag pinanood po ako sa social media na I'm posting every day, Pero that was pre-recorded
Yeah.
start of the week. So
Yeah.
anong point? People don't see the 7 days. People saw the 30 minutes of me. So, you cannot compare na parang ang pangit ng buhay ko. Bakit si Sir Migs, for example, ang ganda ng buhay? Excuse me, 30 minutes lang yan ang buhay ko. Maganda talaga buhay ko dyan.
Yeah.
Pero yung 7 days, di mo nakita.
Aray ko.
Parang ang unfair naman, di ba? To be pressured, to compare yourself to somebody else's 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's number 1 po. Number 2, there's a healthy level po, but I cannot take people away from pressure.
Oo.
Wag lang yung over pressure, but I cannot take people away from pressure kasi hindi naman din po okay yung another extreme na masyadong passive. Na okay lang yan. Sometimes things are not really okay. If you're a parent right now and you're not giving the best life you can ever give to your children, it's never okay.
Yeah.
And as a parent, you know what the best life is for now. 'Di ba? If you're a parent right now and you're not doing anything to make your family better, it's never okay. I'm not saying na ikaw yung pinakamayamang tao sa buong mundo. All I'm saying is, kapag uuwi ka ba ng bahay at matutulog kayo, alam mo deep down na naibigay ko at ibinibigay ko yung magandang buhay para sa pamilya ko. No? If you're a parent right now at sasabihin mo, bibigyan ko ng magandang buhay yung anak, bibigyan ko ng future yung anak ko para magkasama-sama kami, ang tanong ko, ba't wala ka ngayon dyan? So, it's not really about that minute goal, it's the essence of it. So, if gusto mo na magsama-sama kayo, honestly, maybe 2024, take a risk. Take a risk of what? Na magsama-sama kayo. Mahirap yung buhay, yes. Mahirap maghanap ng trabaho, yes. I'm a son of an OFW. So I know what it's like that sometimes money and time, that sometimes time is more powerful than money. So anong point? The point is, do not just write goals. What's the essence behind the goal? If sasabihin mo sa akin na gusto ko ng I want to have a better life with my family, maybe ngayon, December 31, umuwi ka ngayon sa pamilya mo kasi yan mismo yung gusto mo. Maybe if you say that you want a better life for you, then stop scrolling and start. YouTube pa lang po, ang dami ng strategies paanong iba't ibang opportunity. Napakadali ng mag-aral ngayon. Hindi po ako sabi nung iba, hindi po ako nakapagtapos ng pag-aral. Sa YouTube ngayon, para ka nakapag-college na. Ibinibigay na lahat ng libre. So, if you want to say na 2024, gusto ko ng mas magandang buhay, then, instead na chismis yung 10 minutes ng chismis, edi 10 minutes ng pag-aaral araw-araw. Sure ako, by December 2024, mas maganda buhay.
Ayun. So dahil nakakabiti ng usapan, Sir Migs,
napakaganda nga usapan din.
Paano ba natin kayo ma-reach if we have questions and if we want to delve more into goal setting and of course, investing in ourselves?
Yeah. Thank you po, no. Number 1, I have a social media accounts. It's at Life Coach Migs on all social media accounts. Okay, TikTok, Facebook at Life Coach Migs. Please do follow the official pages only. Request. Opo.
May mga fake accounts.
Sabi, sikat na siya.
Kailangan ko po sabihin yon. Please beware of poser accounts. Lagi ko po itong sinasabi. Dami pong manloloko ngayon, my God.
Mga scammers.
Yes, so wala po akong Telegram, wala po akong WhatsApp. So if anybody using my name, contacting you on Telegram or contacting you on WhatsApp, alam nyo na po yun na hindi ako. Okay? So, please beware of please beware of posers. Only follow the official social media accounts. It's at Life Coach Migs.
Yeah. At Life Coach Migs. Ayan.
May sinabi ka kanina, no? Napakaganda yung about time. No, maiksi.
Yes.
It rang a bell. No? For me, kasi parang may inaano ko parang, the time to love is short. So, ang life natin is, it's a bit maiksi. Hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan, So, that's why you have to tama yung sinabi mo, magbigay ng time for those people na important sa'yo.
Yun po, last message lang ako, ma'am, no? Ang ganda lang yung sinabi ni Doc, gusto ko lang siya bigyan ng ending message. December 31 is, maybe this is a reminder for all of us also that we do not know when the time ends. So, if you wanna love now. If you wanna forgive now. If you wanna, do not bring it in 2024. Promise ko, if all this does is give you a better sleep at night, it's all worth it.
Ayan. Napakagandang mga reminders galing kay Sir Mig sa
Oo
ating
nga.
life coach. Not just for 2024, but at the
yeah.
moment.
Dire-diretso na to.
Okay.
Ika nga.
Sige po. Alright.
Okay.
Doc,
Thank you so much sa mga nakinig at nanood, no? Sana now ay patuloy niyo kung kaming subaybayan. Few hours na lang, 2024 na. Remember, faith can only lead you this far. It's up to you, to take the next step. So, yung sinabi ni Sir Migs kanina regarding yung kahit may goals tayo, dapat may action, ganun din po. Kasi hindi natin pwedeng ipasabahala din everything sa tadhana. We have to do our share. So, may sasabihin ka pa, Ms. Kay?
okay na ako. Advance Happy New Year, everybody. And we hope to have you back again,
Yes.
Sir Mig, sa mga future episodes natin in ibang programs ng DZRH. Doc, Happy New Year po sa inyo.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!